Why is finding a penny heads up good luck? Did you know? The lucky penny superstition originates back to ancient Rome. Coins held spiritual significance, often considered a blessing from the heavens, and a sign that the gods were watching over you. Ancient cultures believed coins offered protection from malevolent spirits. Finding a penny heads up, opposed to tails up, symbolizes victory in the eternal battle between good and evil. The saying, "Find a penny heads up, then all day you'll have good luck," captures this mystical power. Some believe that it attracts more money, acting as a magnet for wealth and prosperity. If found tails up, flipping it over invites luck for the next person. Why is it bad luck to open an umbrella inside? Did you know? In ancient Egypt, umbrellas were designed to protect royalty from the sun, particularly the pharaohs. The parasols were often large, ornate, and richly decorated, symbolizing the protection of the sun god, Ra. The Egyptians believed that opening an umbrella indoors, away from the sun's rays, was an insult to Ra and the divine order. In the Victorian era, the superstitions surrounding umbrellas took on a more practical and cautionary tone. During this time, umbrellas evolved from simple fabric coverings to more complex devices with metal spokes and spring mechanisms. These new designs were relatively unwieldy and could be dangerous if opened indoors in confined spaces, leading to accidents like breaking objects, injuring people, or even poking out an eye. As a result, the act of opening an umbrella inside became associated with bad luck.
Why are ladybugs good luck? Did you know? Ladybugs are considered lucky charms in many cultures. In Swedish culture, if a ladybug lands on a young woman's hand, it means she'll soon marry. And in China, ladybugs are symbols of prosperity and good fortune. In American folklore, the number of spots on a ladybug that lands on you symbolizes how many years of good luck you'll have. The superstition is believed to have originated from farmers in medieval Europe. Ladybugs eat plant-damaging insects like aphids, so spotting one was seen as a promise of a good harvest.
Why is walking under a ladder bad luck? Did you know? From a practical perspective, walking under a ladder is dangerous, but why is it unlucky? Ancient Egyptians left ladders in the tombs of the deceased so they could ascend up to the heavens. Egyptians believed that the space between the ladder and the wall was home to good and evil spirits. It was forbidden for anyone to walk beneath the ladder, as it was thought to anger the spirits. In Christian tradition, a ladder leaning against a wall forms a triangle, representing the Holy Trinity. Walking through this triangle, breaking the Trinity, was seen as a blasphemous act that could bring bad luck. During the Middle Ages, ladders were associated with the gallows and executions. Walking under a ladder resembled the passage beneath a noose and was considered tempting fate. Why is it good luck for a bird to poop on you? Did you know? Birds have long been associated with positive symbolism across cultures, representing freedom, liberty, and a connection to the spiritual realm. In Islamic belief, birds are considered messengers of God, while in Hindu traditions, they are seen as incarnations of spiritual guardians. While it might seem like pure bad luck, the odds of being pooped on by a bird are actually less than 1%. That makes it as rare as winning the lottery. This rarity, combined with the positive symbolism of birds, has led many cultures to view bird poop as a blessing, meant to bring good fortune. Why do people throw coins in fountains? Did you know? Throwing coins into fountains is a tradition that dates back to ancient times, rooted in the belief that water deities could grant wishes or bring good luck. In Roman times, people would toss coins into fountains and wells as offerings to gods and spirits. The idea is that by offering a small token, the person might receive a bit of good fortune, like health, wealth, or safe journeys. This tradition has persisted into modern times, transforming from religious offerings into a widespread custom of wish-making, with people throwing coins into fountains. The number 13. Did you know? The number 13 is both feared and revered. Triskaidekaphobia is the fear of the number 13, stemming from various superstitions. One of the earliest superstitions is from Norse mythology, where Loki, the god of mischief, was the 13th guest at a banquet. His arrival caused chaos and led to the death of the beloved god Balder. In Christianity, Judas Iscariot, who betrayed Jesus, was the 13th guest at the Last Supper. The fear of Friday the 13th specifically is a combination of the unlucky number 13 and the historically unlucky day of Friday. On the positive side, 13 is considered the angel number in numerology, representing new beginnings, spiritual growth, and positive change. It symbolizes transformation, love, and compassion. Why do people cross their fingers for good luck? Did you know? Crossing your fingers for good luck has origins in early Christianity, where it symbolized symbolized the Christian cross and divine protection. Originally, people would cross their fingers with someone else to form a cross, seeking mutual support and blessings. Over time, it evolved into a solo gesture. It gained traction, especially in 16th century England, where people crossed their fingers to ward off evils and ill health. In the context of lying, people might cross their fingers behind their back as a way to shield themselves from the moral consequences of telling a lie, suggesting that the crossed fingers can somehow cancel out the lie. Why do people hang horseshoes over their doors? Did you know? In medieval Europe, iron was thought to ward off evil spirits, and since horseshoes are made of iron, they became symbols of protection. The U shape of the horseshoe resembles the crescent moon, a symbol of good fortune and fertility in many cultures. According to legend, St. Dunstan, a blacksmith, nailed a horseshoe to the devil's hoof and only agreed to remove it if the devil promised never to enter a home with a horseshoe above the door. Traditionally, horseshoes are attached with 7 nails, considered lucky. Whether hung with ends pointing up to hold in luck or down to pour it out, this charming custom continues to bring a sense of security and good fortune to homes around the world. Why is it bad luck for a groom to see their bride before the wedding? Did you know? This practice emerged in pre-18th century times and has a less than romantic origin. Back then, arranged marriages were common, and couples often didn't meet before their wedding day. The tradition aimed to prevent the groom from backing out if he found the bride unattractive. Modern superstition holds that seeing the bride before the wedding day brings bad luck, leading to unhappiness or misfortune in the marriage. Today, the superstition has evolved into a much more romantic tradition, symbolizing the fresh start of a new united journey, marking the wedding day as the beginning of a significant new chapter in the couple's lives. Why is spilling salt considered bad luck? Did you know? Salt, revered for centuries across many civilizations, holds symbolic importance in religious practices worldwide. This superstition is linked to an ancient biblical scene, the Last Supper, where Judas, the betrayer, knocked over a salt cellar. Since then, spilling salt has been linked to bringing bad fortune. Legend has it that to ward off this bad luck, one should toss a pinch of spilled salt over their left shoulder. It was believed the devil lurked there, and tossing salt would blind him, keeping misfortune at bay. Interestingly, interpretations vary widely. Some suggest throwing salt over the right shoulder or even both shoulders for maximum protection. So next time you spill salt, remember the centuries-old traditions and choose your shoulder wisely. Why are 4-leaf clovers lucky? Did you know? 4-leaf clovers are considered lucky primarily due to their rarity. The chance of finding one is about 1 in 5,000. This rarity makes them a special find, symbolizing good fortune. The tradition dates back to ancient Celtic beliefs, where Druids thought they offered protection against evil spirits. Each leaf is said to represent something unique: the first for faith, the second for hope, the third for love, and the fourth for luck. Interestingly, in the Middle Ages, finding a 4-leaf clover was thought to give the finder the ability to see fairies and magical beings, adding an enchanting element to their lore. This blend of rarity, historical significance, and mystical associations contributes to their enduring reputation as symbols of luck. Why is breaking a mirror considered bad luck? Did you know? Breaking a mirror is considered bad luck due to a mix of ancient beliefs and cultural superstitions. The Romans thought mirrors held a piece of the soul, so breaking one damaged the soul, leading to 7 years of bad luck, the time they believed it took for the soul to heal. Mirrors were once rare and expensive, so breaking one also meant significant financial loss and disruption, contributing to the superstition. Symbolically, mirrors represent truth and self-perception. Breaking one was seen as a disturbance in the spiritual realm, or a shattering of self-image. Remedies to counteract this bad luck include burying or washing the broken pieces. Interestingly, some cultures believe broken mirrors can deflect negative energy. In art and literature, breaking a mirror often symbolizes a major life change or a new beginning, layers of meaning to this age-old superstition. These unique and fascinating aspects highlight the deep-rooted and multifaceted nature of the superstition surrounding broken mirrors. Why do people avoid stepping on cracks? Did you know? Stepping on a crack is more than just an innocent childhood rhyme. Step on a crack, break your mother's back, traces its roots to ancient superstitions. In the early 1900s, this phrase evolved in America, blending European and African folklore. Cracks in the ground were seen as gaps where evil spirits lurked, waiting to wreak havoc. For many, It symbolized bad luck, illness, or family misfortune. This simple act of avoiding cracks became a way to protect loved ones and ward off bad luck. Today, it's a playful reminder of how deeply superstitions can shape our everyday actions, connecting us to a rich tapestry of cultural beliefs. Why do people knock on wood? Did you know? Knocking on wood has roots in ancient pagan cultures. It involves tapping on wood to achieve one of three key purposes: warding off bad luck, expressing gratitude, and avoiding tempting fate. Some believe knocking on wood can ward off bad luck from something that has been said, or to prevent evil spirits from causing a reversal of good fortune. Knocking on wood may also be a way to thank spirits or gods for good fortune or blessings. For example, in Irish folklore, touching trees is a way to thank leprechauns for good luck. Knocking on wood is thought to prevent jinxing oneself after making a positive statement about a precarious situation. This tradition continues to be a popular way to seek protection and favor in the modern world. Like and subscribe for more.